Hey everybody, BriDaJedi here, and welcome back to the finale, pretty much, of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. I have done a lot since the last episode. For you guys, it's been whatever days, and for me, it's been a week. As you can see, it's level 50. I've already got my command deck set up that way. Abilities, I maxed everything. Dealings, I maxed everything. Reports-wise, well, of course that was done. I actually got just one, really, but that's only through my shenanigans. Command collection is almost everything, for the most part, obviously. Excluding a lot of shot locks that I wasn't able to get, which I did want to get Terra's best one. I got Ghost Drive for her, that's really all that matters. But treasures, pretty much almost everything. Missing Dwarf Woodlands, Disney Town. I thought I got everything, but I don't feel like going back to. Once again, for the platinum, I probably will. And then stickers is really just Disney Town. I couldn't get everything else was fine. So I don't think I ever showed it. Sure. So that's about everything to catch up with. A few command boards, did a few Mirage Arena, and that's why we had a little more health, a little everything. But we're just gonna go in here. I've selected this combination. I selected this combination of stuff just based on how I remember liking Aqua to play her, and here we go. For the third and final time, we get to see this. Ignore my dogs playing in the background. God, he's so cute. Hi. What are you guys doing? One of them is on his back, just looking at me, and the other one was just sniffing me. So for the third and final time, we get to see this little encounter.
I was told the master was struck down.
Yes, that's right. I was stupid and helped Xehanort do it.
And I mean, I'll just more or less let this play out because I have given my thoughts on this like twice already. So we'll just let that go.
I only fought because I wanted to protect him.
But yeah, I mean, we basically know this stuff.
Tricked.
It's literally the same.
The whole thing up. Also, he could awaken the darkness inside me. You were right, Aqua. And so was the Master. I did need to be watched. I went astray. But no more.
What else is darkness but hate and rage? Xehanort is feeding the dark fires within you, making you fight. You'll go astray again. Tell me, how does that honor our master's memory, Terra?
Xehanort wants me and Benitez to fight. And make some kind of Keyblade. But the Master said we can't let that happen. And he tried to destroy me for it.
Keyblade?
I still don't know exactly what it is. But it scares me to death. Even just the thought of it.
Relax, Ben. We're here, and we're gonna take care of you.
I may have to fight Benitez after all. If I do, guys, I want you to...
The three of us can never be torn apart, all right? I'll always find a way.
asking you, as a friend, just put an end to me.
Behold, these lifeless keys used to be full of power, united with the hearts of their masters. On this barren soil, keyblades of light and darkness were locked in combat. As a great Keyblade war raged, countless Keyblade wielders gave up their lives, all in search of one ultimate key. And it will soon belong to me. Keyblade!
Aqua!
Ben, are you okay?
How about you leave the popsicle with me?
Yep.
So
So
you can go
similar
have
to
your little
Ben.
fight with Terra.
We still get this little fight.
You can't be too happy about him deep sixing your master.
I like the joke in a
Who are
bridge
you?
where he goes, "Oh, he's been 69," and then Gohan's like 86 dead.
You think you two have got some grand role to play?
I mean,
As
they
if.
deliberately did, especially
You're
Ben.
only here so that when I finish you off, Terra will succumb to the darkness.
But of course, that's just for shenanigans'
So,
sake.
who wants to go first?
Shut up!
Oh, so this kiddo thinks he's a full-fledged Keyblade wielder. He's got the angry look down.
Go ahead if you want to waste your time. Keep trying to drive us apart with your mind games. It'll never work. Terra will prove to you he's stronger!
Aqua!
Now we get the battle against Brig.
Thunder!
I think 50 is sufficient.
Come on!
Shoot me. Nope, nope, nope. I can teleport too. Thank you, Leaf Bracer. Ooh. There we go. And the HP.
I keep forgetting don't mess with Keyblade wielders. But you know what? That just means I made the right choice. Well,
Is it
he
'cause you're
wanted me to
Lucio?
buy time, and I'd say he got it.
What?
Also, where the hell is he going?
Ven!
Aqua!
Because I'm only staring up, that's what I see. So essentially, because Aqua just blacks out there.
I'm asking you, as a friend. Just put an end to me.
Gosh, I'm glad you're okay.
The boy Mickey just looking after Aqua, even though, you know, Realm of Darkness, 10 years. Looks breathe, has knees. Somehow a separate part, just like to the side. I always wondered.
Oh, thank goodness. Ven! You're safe! Ven?
Oh! That's not Ben.
Correct. I am
You know,
not
Mickey just has
Ventus.
the epic blocks there. Also, that was a
His
weird
heart
transition
has
if you saw,
become a
like,
part
for,
of mine now.
I think, animation-wise.
This Keyblade will open a door, one that leads to all worlds.
It's basically Roxas
Then
and Sora speaking at the same
Keyblade-bearing
time.
warriors will flock here from each and every one of them to battle for the light within Kingdom Hearts. And just like
Sorry,
the
thick
legend
crackings.
says, the Keyblade
Okay.
War will begin.
Shut up! I'm sick of your nonsense. Give Ven his heart back!
Sick of your nonsense. That reminds me of in, like, Devil May Cry 4, when you're Nero and you're fighting, what is it, the Savior, or whatever his name is, and you're just like, I'm sick of your bullshit, and you just get the punch.
Let's team up!
You know, it'd be nice if you gave me that option. Okay. Block one of these. Mickey, live. Yes, just max teleport. Look how much damage a combo does on him. I think I've noticed that I say "there we go" a lot when doing stuff. Like was it the and boom goes dynamite. Ow. Also, you know what I've been watching recently? Gets at the timing of this video, is Among Us.
Already?
I remember seeing like some memes and some comparisons to Fall Guy. I didn't really know what it was. And then I watched Nuxtaku and Markiplier play, and I'm like, I love this. I need more of this in my life.
Lend me strength.
And Voice Critical. I don't know. I just prefer Nux is because, well, Markiplier admits he's not a fan of the game, like the type of game that is. Like, I guess like a mafia or a werewolf.
You're just wasting your
Oh,
energy.
MapPad, that's right. He did a video on it too, because I remember. I never heard of werewolf before, but I knew of mafia. Me and my wife always played with our friends back in our old neighborhood. And how cool would it be if it just landed and stabbed him? Don't look into the
Oh
light.
no! It's gone all haywire!
Like it's a machine saying it's gone haywire. Keyholes, nice. Right, yeah, so this is basically the end of ends thing. Mickey Chad. Get it? Just hearing Mickey. And another Ansem report. Well, sorry, Xehanort report. Okay, and apparently I got all of them. Thank you, Trophy. At least I like what Kingdom Hearts 2 did, where I was almost expecting it to happen. I'm like, oh, it didn't happen. Like if you saw all the Heartless or Nobodies, and until you go into your journal and look at it,
Mickey found you and Ventus drifting in the lanes between, and brought you back to me to receive proper care. I am sorry, but there was no sign of terror.
well,
I see.
technically there is, but
Ventus.
The boy's heart is sleeping.
When will he wake?
although how great would it be if he just woke up when she
I
said
could
Ventus, he
not
just
say.
slaps and goes, nobody calls me Ventus.
It is almost as though his heart has left. Should it return, he may very well wake. Should it not, then he may sleep like this for all eternity.
No. I'll keep him safe. Until he wakes. Forever if I have to.
I will tell you what your friend needs right now. It is not your protection. He needs you to believe. You see, Ventus's heart hangs in the balance. It sleeps in the place between light and darkness. From all I can perceive, that means he will be looking for a friend, one who believes in him, to show him the way home. Just as long as you love him, then Ventus will be able to find you when he wakes. He can follow that love back to where he belongs. The realm of light.
Ah. Don't you worry, Aqua. I believe in Ben too. Gosh, he's been as good a friend to me as anybody. And if both you and me believe in him with all our hearts, then he'll have two lights to follow instead of one.
Mickey can be ever the optimist sometimes.
Terra.
But Terra Terra's gone. Maybe for good.
Maybe for good.
I think I know how to find him.
Man, I always wish this series went differently. Not this series, but this particular game. So, technically, that's it. Let's limit what is heard. That's basically it for now. Once the credits roll, I'll have the final episode where we actually get to see Terra and what happened. Then there's like the extra episode, or was it bonus episode? I forgot what it was called. Yeah, like they showed an order for that one. I said that probably already. But yeah, also I just love the different what do you call it? The different epilogues. Yeah, so then that's it. So you get to see what happens. So there's one more final battle. If you notice, Terra had the fight with Xehanort and Vanitas, and then he had the one with just Xehanort, and then after his body got taken, it was Terra Armor versus Xehanort. And for Ven, it was Ven versus Vanitas, and then Ven versus Vanitas inside his mind heart thing, and then it was yeah, I guess it's still part of the same fight, but then you have like where you had like just a few moves and you had to like match them in you know, the thing for a little while, like the stalemate, whatever. But for Aqua, oh, I'm so sorry. God. I'm recording this after work. I'm tired. Sorry. Yes, and then for Aqua, she had Brig, and then she had the Ventus Vanitas. But like that's it. Because if you remember, that last fight didn't end with like a whole HP increase or MP increase or like any of those things that normally happen. It was just like an end in the fade out, which is like, okay, that's weird. And then now it's gonna be the final episode where we get that one more battle, and then that bonus extra episode or special episode, I forget what it was called. But then there's the thing of Aqua. Well, it's for those that watch Making the March 3 one, where she's in the Realm of Darkness, and it's kind of like a prelude to 0.2. And I'm curious if we'll get the extra cutscenes. I remember for PSP, I'm pretty sure Proud was the hardest. I didn't get critical until after. But because this is the final mix, it's a little different. Just like with Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix, me playing on Proud normal would have gotten me the secret ending. But because I had to clear out the journal, I think still, well, I did it on Proud, so I don't know. But one of these days, I'll just get around to doing it on Critical, just because I want to. I just love this series so much. But we're almost at the end of it. At the time of this recording, I've already recorded for Coded. So really, once this is really done, I'm done trying to put out Kingdom Hearts of 1.5, 2.5 on channel. I just got a key back cover, and then what's the other one? And Dream Drop Distance. So Dream Drop Distance will be the last game I play until I decide to go back with much better equipment and editing and all that good stuff. But here we are, Proud mode, 68%. Even though I feel like I did a shit ton. Binding Strike, yeah, because that was the one I got the most for doing the frickin' you know, the melding. Mickey, that double EXP, gotta love it. Ven and her had it. Spellweaver's the basic, of course, and then 1635. Here, we're gonna save it. Yeah, look at that difference for... was it 45, 40, then 50 for levels? Okay, be sure to hang on to this. You may find it useful. You have unlocked the final episode. To play first, you need to create a special save data. So obviously we're not going to go over it. We're going to do our own one. So you get 45. Oh, I didn't even get Ven to 40. It was 39. Oof. Alright, final episode. To begin the final episode, choose continue title screen and load the save data you just created. And Breath by Sleep, I feel, was pretty unique because it didn't have the whole 99 slots like some of the other ones. Here we go. Let's go to Training Archives real quick before we continue this. Yep, we are done with the secret reports. Yeah, story. Almost know the story, though. Item collection. Yeah, mini games I have severely slacked on. Yes, I think this is like final episode, bonus, and then like 2 epilogues, I think. I don't remember. And timeline. Okay, so here we go. So you can see who spent, obviously, the most time at Land Departure. And then for hers, there's that big gap of time. And then she eventually runs into him in Castle Dreams. She does Dwarf Woodlands and then just barely runs into him. Then it's while he's at the Mysterious Tower, which I don't remember him at the Mysterious Tower, to be honest. In the Badlands, and he goes to the Badlands, and it's all Radiant Garden. And after that, like I said, Terra goes first, then him, then her for Disney. What I forgot about was Olympus had Ven first, and then Terra. Didn't remember that one. And then Deep Space was Terra, Aqua, and then Ven. And of course, Neverland had Ven going first, then Terra, and then Aqua. And we can see, of course, the order of Destiny Islands, too. Yeah. Obviously, his was a longer, shorter, so. Alright, let's just continue. Let's finish this game up. I don't need to do another part. This is it. Final episode. And I think the way to improve on the final episode, if I'm remembering correctly, is that you'd have to beat it with Aqua again, so that any extra thing would follow you into the final episode. But yeah, just enjoy this stuff for now.
Ven needs a safe place. That's where you want to go.
Remember Aqua's first visit to it since shit went down. Obviously, Ven left too early. Terra was there for it, and then, yeah. Always so depressing. It's like the most depressing. This in Days, to me, is the most depressing Kingdom Hearts.
Of course, I would never let that happen. I promise you I will bring Terra back. Only this time, you'll see he has what it takes to be a master. He's not as weak as you think.
Aqua.
Yes?
Now that
Yeah, we
you
get
are
like
a
this.
master, there is one secret in particular you must know. Should anything happen to me, and you find the Legion of Darkness at our doorstep, I
Yeah, you
ask
just
that
get to
take my Keyblade and
hear
use it to
everything.
lock this land away.
What?
Generations of Keyblade Masters have been charged with keeping this land safe. Light and darkness exist in balance here, and there are those who would abuse such neutral ground. This is why our predecessors devised a certain trick.
Here it is. We get to see the reverse of what it was in Breath of Sleep.
Just use the key, and this land will be transformed. That day forward, all who visit this land will be lost to oblivion. None ever able to solve the mystery. None, Aqua. Except you.
And for all those Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 fans, here it is. You know, I was talking to,
but you'll be safe. Tara and I will be back to wake you up before you know it.
Yeah, too bad it wasn't Tara when it woke up. That would have been fun. Too bad that couldn't happen earlier. That would have been really interesting. If we literally had Tara, Aqua, and... But I guess you need the whole thing at the end, but... What are you gonna do? But, 2020, well, it has been a shitty year. It has worked out pretty good for me, like, on a personal level. Not only can it see the end of certain playthroughs and everything here, but also just, due to being able to work from home because of everything, looks better here than Chain, but not as good as in 3.
Put an end to me.
Tara,
I kind of started at the
Tell me
beginning of
where
the
to find
pandemic,
you.
sort of. Like, more or less at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the pandemic. But more specifically, the beginning of the year is when I started, but the pandemic made it really easy. It was, hanging out Bright Crest. This is basically like her best one. Land Departure's gone. Oh no, you still have access to places. What was I thinking? Yeah, you can still... Can I still land? Yeah, I can still land, so I guess I do have access. And you can't go Badlands. Yeah, this will be the hardest, but let's equip that, because, come on. Ooh, slightly less. You know, it'll also make easier line critical. It deals high damage when you do. Yeah, I mean, it just, for me, obvious. Here we go. So each person has 4, but Ven has 5 because he is the Xehanort letter, I think. And I think character file doesn't fill out till I finish all those things. But here we go. Let's land. I started with 3DS because it was easier. I never finished Fire Emblem Conquest and Birthright. Conquest I got like pretty much almost done with. I think I only had 10 missions. But Birthright I only had like maybe... I still had like 20 to go or something. I think each one is like 30 or 28. I don't know. I remember. What's he holding her by? What is he holding her by?
Who am I?
such a terrible darkness. Fight it! Tara, please!
Is he grabbing her by the toes?
You say.
I guess I thought it'd be less graphic than holding her neck, but still. Also, I never got why he went to Radiant Garden.
Terra's
Like, why was he
Has
waiting
been
there?
extinguished, smothered by the darkness within him.
There's no name.
My name is Master Aqua.
Hell yeah,
Turn
let's
my
pump
friend's
this
heart
up.
or pay the price.
There was a trick to this, but I completely forget it. Well, that already did a whole bunch.
Thunder!
There we go. Okay, no. This is not what we want. That's exactly what I want. I hate that you can heal. Come on, dodge roll. Okay, now he's done. Ghost driving you, you're done.
Sink into darkness.
Okay, you know what? Why can I not, like, counter that? Didn't even need Ragnarok, but I'm pretty sure it's part 2. Sorry, I said Ragnarok, I should have just said, Shotlock.
I will guide you to the depths of darkness.
Yo, nobody saw that twist coming, by the way. And his shadowy other. Yeah, you know, just ignore that I was dodge rolling. Block, dodge, something. Really? I mean, I'll take it. It's like free hit. So that's... Oh, not gonna land a single hit? Cool. It's like not gonna land one hit? That's cool. That's fine, we're fine. We got this. Okay, if I don't dodge it... What the hell? I literally have, like, the best one, and you're gonna, like... Oh, that's my problem. Oh, I did too fast. That's fine though. Good. I'll take good. I wanted excellent, but it's better than not bad. Or sorry, bad. Too bad, or whatever. Not bad.
Stop fighting back.
See, like, Terra was never bad. He just... I've said this so many times, but, like, he's fighting back here. He fought back earlier, and even with his lingering will, it's like he's fighting still, like, you know.
This'll teach you. Get out of my heart.
And almost weird how this, like... So watch what happens here. So, you know what happens if you've watched my Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff. And Remind, I guess, to an extent. So the shadowy thing drops down, creates like a dark portal into the Dark Realm. That's where Terra goes to, but Aqua dives in. Like the waifu she is, she's got to save her husbando. Okay, get this. She rides her thing, like, I guess, down to the depths to catch him?
The darkness can't have you.
And how ironic it'd be if she didn't do this.
I have to do something, or we'll both be lost.
And this is just like, I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? With a hugging thing.
I'm with you. Go! Then, I'm sorry. I might not make it back as soon as I thought. But I promise I'll be there one day to wake you up.
It's like so depressing. Also, keep in mind, for all the shenanigans that happen, Aqua, if she stayed, would have been 10 years older. Ven would have been 10 years older. Terra would have been, like, assuming nothing bad happened to anybody. Terra didn't have his body taken over and then split because the whole Xehanort thing and whatever. And then, you know, Aqua wouldn't have been in their own darkness. Ven would have been asleep and stuff. They would have been in, like, their 20s. Would have been way older than our crew, but they had to make them about the same age.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Sora is 17? Yeah, I think it's Sora and Kairi are 17 in Kingdom Hearts 3, and then Riku's 18. But it's curious now because
Sora?
since Sora, what happened to Sora, will he still age?
That's weird. It's like something's squeezing me inside.
Somebody up there must be sad.
Up where?
They say every world is connected by one great big sky. So maybe there's somebody up there in all those worlds who's really hurting. And they're waiting for you to help them.
Well, gee, do you think there's something I could do?
Maybe they just need you to open your heart and listen.
I don't know, Riku. You say some weird stuff sometimes, but I'll try it.
Okay. Hey, can you hear me?
Right this way.
Young man, what ails you? Can you speak? Tell me your name.
Doctor!
Xehanort. Quickly, get him to the castle.
You can count on me. Dylan, get those for me.
It's a little feminine. It's almost like it wouldn't fit him at all. Realm of Darkness. Like, I guess Ansem the Wise was like the leader of the town that they like went to him for that kind of thing, but
down here? Maybe I should fade into the
see,
darkness.
what's
here.
crazy is she was like, you know what, I give up. And then all it took was a little bit of hope. And what is that? Oh, Ven and Terra's Keyblades. How are they there? Why are they there? Well, we know why for plot, but how are they there? We have no idea. Then to Sleep literally has no access to it at all, and Terra is not even Terra. He is, as he put it, North.
I guess it's been so long. I almost forgot how to smile.
She's gonna be smiling soon. Hold on to that wayfinder. God, Stitch looks so cute. He looks so cute. But as I was saying before, I started completing a whole bunch of games on my own of stuff that I just started and never finished, or I paid for and never played, same PlayStation Plus. So for the portable side that I could do while I was at work was 3DS, and I did I had the trilogy of Phoenix Wright, and we're definitely muting this. Okay. The trilogy for Phoenix Wright. For the trilogy itself, I only did the first two, Justice for All and the regular Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And I finally finished Trials and Tribulations. I also finished Apollo Justice. And I'm currently in the middle of Dual Destinies. But I also did a whole bunch of cartridge. Like I said, I did both the Fire Emblem Fates. Because I did Conquest, Birthright, and then Revelation. So I guess I did 3 of them. I did what was the other one? Oh, Project Cross Zone 2. That I got around the same time as Birth by Sleep, as Fire Emblem. So I know that kind of knocked it there. But yeah, so I went through for Vita. I had Mod Nation Racers, which I was like, alright, I was in like the last or second to last thing for the Grand Prix career, so I finished that. There was what was the other one? Oh, PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. I already platinumed that on PS3, but I still had, I guess, just whatever to do on PSP. But it was just like, there's no one online that could play for me to get the last few trophies anyway. I had Arkham Origins Blackgate, the 2.5D as it was advertised for Batman. Honestly, super interesting. Wasn't expecting it the way it was. I mean, the story was, of course, because it's it was like before Origins, I think. So it was like, alright, this will take place beforehand, whatever. But either way, it was still interesting. That one, and what was that last one? Oh, that's right. The thing I'm in the middle of now for Vita was Sly Cooper 4. I platinumed it on PS3, similar to All Stars, but I like stopped at like the third episode, episode 3 for the Vita version. So it's just like, alright, well, whatever, we'll get there. So that was interesting. And then basically what I want to do is I want to have only one last cartridge, one last thing based for each handheld, so I could put the other ones away. So for Vita, after I finish Sly, it's only going to be Persona 4 Golden. And for 3DS, the only one I had left was Mega Man Star Force Black Ace. Star Force? I think it was Star Force. Black Ace. So those are the last ones for that. That's the last one I'm keeping, on those, and then I'll finish it. But yeah, so Dual Destinies is the one I was like, alright, well, I'm in the middle of the second episode. I might as well finish that. And then I still have Spirit of Justice, and then, like I said, the Black Ace. So I'm almost done with that. And then Vita, aside from the myriad of different downloadable games I had, I literally have Persona 2, 3, and 4 on the Vita. And of course, I have 5 and 5 Royal on PS4. Super excited to play PS5, by the way. I saw Target the past couple of days, you could hit add to cart. You could have add to cart, but when you click it, it'll be like, nah, there's nothing here. And you're like, damn it. And then I went to GameStop today while I was at work, and I was just like, oh, put me in a queue for the PS5. This is awesome. So I kept, because at work I have 2 screens. So I kept one up for one, and I was doing work on the other, and then in between calls, I was like, oh, no, even on the calls, I'd have it on the other screen, just man. And then right before I going on my lunch, my lunch break, it went to a white screen, which I was a little nervous about, and then it did the whole, oh, you're in queue. So I'm like, all right, it's back to normal. And then it just did, hey, we're out of stock of them. Thanks for showing your interest. And I'm like, I was in a line. I was in a queue. What the hell? Does that mean that there was just everyone else before me got it first? Let's just say if there's 100 and I was 101, or 102, oh, because they bought it, guess not. But in that case, why wouldn't you just keep people kick people out the queue? So if you have a certain amount you can only sell, just like when I go to Comic-Con, when there's a panel and it's oh, hey, it's going to be, ooh, that was perfect. Sure, close enough. and I'm in a panel and you're waiting in line, they will cut people off. If somebody leaves, they will let one person back in. Like, you know, that's just how it works. Yeah, sorry, that was basically just going over all three of the storylines again. I don't know if this song right now will pop up for anything. But now that we're getting the epilogues. Come on. Yes, might get it. Alright, so as you can see, Huey, Dewey, Louie having fun racing the airplanes. That if you play Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, you know that's their thing for like the best level up medal thing. But technically the one with all three of them is better than that, but they added that later. Yay, I did it! And they're all happy. Man, you know, it's crazy because I know some people like, it went downhill after the first game, and it's like, well, it didn't, but that's nice of you to think that. You could say certain aspects did, you know, and I mean, you know, for the most part, some people are probably right that, like, yeah, it definitely did go a little bit for like the actual stuff involved, but you know, it's just I don't know. These fuckers, they're so goddamn ridiculous. But yeah, but what are you gonna do? And Cinderella, we can see what happens to her. Nani? I can do anything. Witness my majesty. Has the music changed? I don't know if that one will good. I've never got hit by this theme before. So I'll assume we're good for that one at least until it changes again. Oh yeah, I started saying it earlier. Among Us. I find it really funny. I'm like obsessed with it. I'm like super obsessed with it. Markiplier, he had like a Twitch stream, I guess Twitch or whatever stream, and see, that's a good thing to include right there. Oh, laddies, you can get me ice cream. He's like, yeah, I'll buy it. Just stop saying things. That's what you get for pulling your punches. Yeah, he's just so funny. Oh, you want depressing as all hell. I think it's right here, right now. Ready for this. He was like, haha, good old training buddy, whatever. And then what do you see? What do you goddamn see? The black feather, and you know what that is. Any Final Fantasy fan knows exactly what that is. But no, they can't give it to you, can they? They just left that there. How crazy would it be if, even though this was after Kingdom Hearts 2, that Cloud was also looking for, like, Zack, instead of just like, oh, I'm looking for Aerith or Tifa. Like, I think this one I get hit with, I think. There we go. Ah, Stitch is so cute. God, he's adorable. He reminds me of my kids. So, the reason I always bring up Among Us is that I want to play it, but it's only for PC. And I don't really have friends. I mean, I do, but it's not really. So back before me and my wife moved, we had like a group of friends from like her old job that we'd all like hang out with at one of their houses because they had like a nice house that they just recently bought, and it was like big enough to like accommodate like a bunch of people for like a party. And one time when we were over there, they suggested Mafia. We were like, "What's Mafia?" And they got out a deck of cards, and they, you know, went through the rules for it. For those who don't know, to kind of give you a small TLDR, it's basically like Among Us if you're watching that. If not, you basically have a group of people, let's say a bunch of them, let's say you have like 10 people, and then you have a killer represented by the king card, so you kind of hand everyone cards face down, and you know, they pick it up, and that's their role. Jack is a detective who can confirm whether somebody is a killer or not. And then you have a healer or an angel or whatever phrasing you want to go with, where they can pretty much protect, not even like heal, but it's like protect somebody. That's why I guess angel's more appropriate, which is represented by Queen from around. So let's just say you have detective who's like, all right, is person A a killer? And the game master, the like person running it, will be like nod, like yeah, they are. And let's say the killer wants to kill person A, but the healer, the angel, is like, you know what? Let's protect person A because I think that the detective. And then when at the end of every quote night, every discussion, as opposed to Among Us where you have your emergency meetings, you know, everybody talks and they're like, all right, who killed who seems suspicious, you know, and then you'd be like the detective, maybe like, hey, I'm the detective, I did this, and I think it's this person, and then that person dies next round, and it's like, all right, I think it's this person because of this. So it's, but you know, it was interesting, and it was always like a fun favorite when we had like a lot of people. When it'd be like 12, 15 people hanging out at this party, it'd be like, yo, this is perfect for Mafia. Like, you know, it's so many people. You could have like 2 killers, 2 detectives, 2 healers. You know, you can mix and match and stuff. So it was great. And then just like with Among Us, you could do it where the announcer, the game person, whatever, the game master, will basically say like, all right, like there's just 1 killer left. They were the killer. Or you could have it where they just don't say anything, so you really have to figure it out until both are done. You know, Ven never met Sora. Just saying. Also, top left, never happened. Unless that was in his room and I missed it, but the mushrooms make sense, the Palpu makes sense, the mobile makes sense, that was in his room, the raft, of course.
Hey, can you hear me?
I heard your voice.
Can anybody hear me? Is anybody
cut
in
through
there?
The darkness around me. All alone, I
Cut through the darkness.
Sea of light, and found myself
Hell
here with you. You gave me something back when I needed it most. A second chance.
I did?
Yeah, I think the closest thing is just when he was on Xehanort was on Destiny Islands.
Are you sad?
Would you mind if I stayed here with you?
Sure, if it'll make you feel better.
Thank you.
And this is the reason? I don't know, it's really weird. I don't know.
Well, you know, I think it worked.
Rocking those cargo shorts. You know, I realize I could have probably broken this up. I could have broken this up into a second one, but fuck it. What is my channel but shitty videos that are too long? You know? This time, well, I guess part of it's also like, hey, let's get it, in time, the world would be saved by these 2 heroes who stood beneath the same blaze of stars. Yeah, they literally would be. Ansem was technically helped with Riku at the very end there, and Zemus, of course, he was right there with Sora. There we go. The end. Connected Hearts. Proud mode, 76. That hasn't changed, I guess. Binding Thunderbolts. Well, I guess if it's all three, yeah, I guess Thunderbolt, because all three of them can use it. Man, Mickey was so overpowering that he didn't get anything there. And 67 total. 2 hours more, I would have the best number. Save complete. Should hang on to it. And then before we close out today, let's just check out the Trinity Archive one more time. Funny that Mickey and Terra are like right there, even though never interacted. So I think I could have sworn one was for all of the characters, if I'm right. I know this is Mirage Arena for sure. I'm pretty sure this is Ice Cream. I thought this was for everybody's story, but I guess I was wrong. But yeah, 76%. Yeah, that's going to do it, though. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching, for joining me on this journey. I'm not sure if this will go up before Melody Memories. I'm hoping the way I did my scheduling, it will. Or if it'll be like literally right on the wire. But I'm super excited for Melody Memories. Some people are knocking it. I love games like Elite Beat Agents, Theater Rhythm, and even back in the day, DDR, Dance Dance Revolution. You know, Guitar Hero, Rock Band. These are all fun games because you get to appreciate music on a whole different level when you have to actually interact with it. Just like when I took music classes, whether it was for violin or for guitar or whatever else, it's just that you get a new appreciation for things because you know what goes into it, you know, even more. Like, yeah, you can recognize notes and be like, half note, quarter note, you know, treble clef. Like, you know, you can know the things or the every good boy does, you know, fine, or every good boy eats fudge, or like whatever the... People give me their weird different definitions for knowing the, you know, different notes and stuff in music, but I love it. I'm gonna love it. Memory. I pre-ordered it for both PS4 and Switch. I can do the PS4 one perfectly here in my PS4 Pro, although hopefully PS5, hopefully. And Melody Memories, I could literally bring with me when me and my wife next plan going traveling. Instead of playing Mario Kart or some other game, we could look at just do Melody Memories. Have the headphone for both of us, have the dual headphone jack, and just listen to music and, you know, like, play it, you know, it'll be fun. But that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. We're in the 190s, just gotta get 200. Thanks again. I'll catch everybody in the next one. Adios.